Chase Bliss Audio Reverse Mode C has got a sequencer built into it. Did you know that? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of what that sounds like and how to use it. We're going to be using something a little bit different. We're going to use this called Minilog XD, and I've got a really simple sound on it. So a little bit easier for me to use basically on this video. And this is a video I've been looking forward to. If you haven't already seen them, I've already created a series of videos on the Chase Bliss Reverse Mode C. Brilliant pedal. In fact, probably my favourite Chase Bliss release since the original Mood. In addition to everything else that's in this pedal, which I've broken down in those previous videos, I'll leave a link at the end of this video to that series. It's got a sequencer in it, which is awesome. And sequencers are most traditionally linked to synthesizers, so I thought I'd use my synthesizer for this video. It made sense. I just want to show you some of the things that I've learned from using it over the past week or so and how you could maybe use it too. So here's our basic synth sound. Super simple. The sequencer is this switch here. So at the minute we're off. There's our delay. That's our basic delay. So I'm not going to mess with that too much. We're going to just turn the sequencer to run. Now there is a run and an envelope setting on this pedal for the sequencer, and they do different things, which I'll show you through the course of this video. The slightly complicated thing about the sequencer on the pedal is that you have to utilize some of the hidden options to make the best of it. So the easiest way for me to sort of show you that is that the top button here for time is really important for sequencer, as are these two switches here once you've got the pedal into sequence mode. Without risk of confusing you already, let's just hear what this sounds like in run mode. And I'm going to turn the balance all the way up, and that means we're going to get all the loveliness of the different delay types that are in this pedal. So we've got reverse, we've got octave up, and etc. I'm just keeping my finger down on the key on the synth. And of course, that's in stereo. Sounds brilliant. And that is the run setting, so you'll see that it's continuously cycling through the sequence. If we go to envelope setting, it doesn't do that, so it'll latch onto the initial start of the sequence and then almost hold until you change what you're playing or the audio input. So I'll play one note. And then it's like waiting. Press another note. So you go slightly different. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to keep it in run. I just like it more. There's more going on with playing less, essentially. So lazy. There you go. So you're seeing the full breadth of the octave up, octave downs, reverse. You can use the filter instantly to change that. Take out all the low end, the opposite. So instantly you're hearing some of the possibilities of the sequence mode. Let's have a little play with it and see what else you can do. I mentioned that the time knob is super powerful for the sequence. To access the hidden options, you have to press the two buttons at the same time. The lights go green with the red in the middle. This here is going to change the sequence rate. So we'll start in the middle and it's going to play it at one time. Hold it down again for the hidden option. We're going to go left 2 times. Let's go faster. 4 times. Okay, 8 times. 16 times. And then as we go to the right, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to get slower. Quarter time. Let's go back to 2 times the speed. So I mentioned earlier that these 2 switches here are super powerful in this setting. This switch here, when in hidden options mode, i.e. pressing those 2, changes the octave type. So we can remove the upper octaves, we can have them all in, or we could remove the lower octaves. So if we hold them down and switch this to the left, I think we're going to just have the upper, I think we're going to remove the upper octave, sorry. In the middle, I think we have both. And then we're going to remove the lower octaves, I think, with this to the right. So yeah, pretty cool, and again gives you complete control over what you're doing there. And then this switch here acts as a rest or a stop to the sequence, which again is, I think, really brilliant. And this interacts with the balance. So again, in previous videos, I've shown you how the balance brings in, takes out, depending on where you've got it, the different types of delay. So reverse octave, reverse, standard, etc., or all of them. If we hold these down, again, to go to hidden options, and we turn this to the left, we go into rest mode. And that means it's going to continue with a 4-step sequence, but it's going to have moments of silence where you're not hearing reverse octave, for example. Now, if we skip that, rather than just choose to rest it, we'll listen to what happens. Let's go to full mix so we can really hear it. So again, the rest and skip functions on there make some really cool, subtle changes. The time and the tap tempo influence the sequencer too. And you can also capture what you're playing. If you've got latching on the back on the dip switches, you can capture this. I've shown this in a previous video. Let's have a go at that and then really start impacting and influencing the sound that's captured. So let's play that. Capture it. Green light comes on. Then we are hands free and away to go. So there we go, sequencer mode on the Reverse Mode C. Really cool. This pedal is brilliant. What I've just shared with you is almost like the bit that's extra that people don't even mention or talk about too often with it. Oh, it's got a sequencer on there as well. This pedal is a brilliant delay machine in itself. It has got fantastic modulation and a sequencer and more. You can freeze, dip switches, all your expression for. It's just brilliant. So anyway, if you want to see more around the Reverse Mode C, then please do click the link that's around this page somewhere to go into that playlist. Hit subscribe I've got loads of videos. I try and break down some of the more complex pedals into small chunks. So bite-sized videos that are sort of 5 to 10 minutes long, where you just take a part of the pedal and you can really dive into it and understand it. I think there's a lot of people that own complex pedals that don't really know what they do or how to use them, and that's why I'm here to try and help with that a little bit. And let me know what you think. Did that sound like something that you could use or utilise in your own music? I post a couple of videos here pretty much every week on the channel, and I'm over on Instagram as well. And yeah, I'd love to have you join me regularly. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.